Hey gamers, we are back, and I have a confession to make. I've been bit by the builder's bug. Pretty bad case, I gotta tell you. Nah, you guys know how it is. You get that crazy idea in your head, and you just gotta do something about it. And what kind of an idea is this? We are gonna build an iron farm, and we are gonna do it Solarpunk style, because that has got to be one of my favorite styles. So let me show you what we're looking at. Free cam, up, 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 up. This seed was recommended to me by the most amazing Mr. E. And look at what we have here. Yeah, does that not look like an awesome place to put a Solarpunk iron farm? Completely surrounded all the way around by this wonderful little mountain range. A dark forest, gotta have that with all kinds of baddies in it. And like any professional Minecrafter, we are not going to do this in creative because, you know, that would be too easy. No, sir, we are going to do this old school style, and we are going to do it in survival. Which means, let's see, that, and that, and that. Gathering resources, possibly dying. Ting, ting, ting. You know, basic gaming stuff. So let's head on over there and maybe gather a few resources along the way and get this party started. Iron. I'll take some of that. Oh, bad guys. Alrighty, so we are here, and yeah, there's a lot of trees here. And it is getting dark, so let's do something here. Where is it? I lost it. All right, grab it. Do that. And do one of these. Can't believe I lost my crafting table already. One of the countless many I'm gonna make. Stove goes down here. Let's do that. Stove. And I have some of this. Let's do this. Boink. Dark and ominous. My two least favorite things. But with any kind of luck, let's see here, back on, grab these, and now I should be able to, it's not going to be dark for long. Joink. You know, it has suddenly occurred to me that my big brain move might not be such a good idea on account of I'm still walking on these trees. So yeah, my plan to eliminate all safe places for me to walk is working out fine. Working out wonderfully, actually. Okay, so the trees are all gone, cleaned up nicely, and we have a bunch of terraforming to do. We got a bunch of this stuff, which is kind of annoying, and some of this is actually kind of dangerous. What do we got over here? Yeah, more of this stuff. And we got a bunch of these guys flying around, which is not a good sign. But there is no way I'm going to try and terraform this with stone shovels and stuff. So we have two options. We can try and strip mine and see how that works out. Or we can go on a field trip. Let me grab my stuff. What do you think, doggy? Was that a good field trip? Wow, I thought so too. Let's check out all the loot. First of all, F5. Wow, we are kitted out and ready to fight the mobs. Yes. Let's see. What else do we have here? E for inventory. We got 3 stacks plus 3.5 stacks of iron. A little bit of loot here, there, and everywhere. Not too bad for a few Minecraft days. Where are we? Let's see here. F3. Nope, not gonna turn that back on. We are, how many days? How many days? Can you guys see? Day 15. Not exactly a speed runner, but yeah. But not doing too bad. Now let's see. I need to move that abomination over where? Over here, maybe? I don't need those guys dropping down on me. So, that might actually be my best choice. Yeah, so first thing in the morning, we're going to move that over to here and get it up kind of out of the way. And then we can we can work at terraforming this thing and get down to the business of making an iron farm. Progress report. Dun, 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 dun. Look at that, huh? Ah, not too bad. It didn't take that long, actually. You got iron cuts so much faster. Not as good as efficiency 5, but we're early game, and that's not really an option. So yeah, we've got everything leveled off. We've got a bunch of holes to plug yet, but I'm not going to worry about that at the moment. So technically speaking, we could build our stuff, but here's the rub. My build requires, what is it, 682 white concrete? And you guys know that means a whole lot of sand and a whole lot of gravel and a whole lot of white. And the best way to get that is bone meal. And I don't have a whole lot of bones laying around. But when I was on my field trip, I did find this. I don't know, gamers. That kind of looks like a skeleton to me, huh? I'm telling you what, guys, this seed is the gift that keeps on giving. So what do you say we do a little resource gathering and come back with a progress report? Boing, 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 boing. You know how you spend a lot of time gathering resources and you even go above and beyond thinking you're going to have extra? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm short. But let me show you what I got. I've got 12 stacks, which is probably a little extra, and that's probably what got me in trouble. That, and I got 12 stacks of concrete, and then, let's see, over here, I forgot I have to fill all this in with sand, and I didn't include that in my Lightmatica schematic. So I have a feeling that I'm not only short on sand, but glass as well. But we are definitely making progress. What do you think? That's where it will be centered. And yeah, I know it doesn't look like much, but we are making progress. And that always makes you feel good. So this is where we grind it out and we get a structure. And then we got to find volunteers. But there's no time like the present. So what do you say? We get cracking. Dun, 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 dun. You guys are freaking me out. Seriously? It was a dark and stormy night. One could only hold their breath as the brain-eating zombie closed in. Subscribe! What? Now there's 2 of you? Ugh. Boy, these guys from the Neighborhood Watch really take their job seriously. Okay, there is one more thing we need to get before we can turn this on, and that is a daylight sensor. And unfortunately, I have to go into the Nether for that. Please don't be basalt. Please don't be basalt. Please, 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 please don't be basalt. I knew it. All right, quartz acquired, and what makes this daylight sensor unique is that it is hooked to the trap doors, and as the sun goes down, the signal weakens and the trap doors close, allowing our worker bees to go to sleep. Of course, then in the morning it opens back up and they start freaking out all over again, but we are making iron, we are making iron. We have a functioning iron farm. Yeah, all right. That works out. And while this does look amazing, it is far, far, far from complete. We need to do some, we need to add some bling. Schlung, schlung, schlung. We need some activity other than these clowns over here. We need some bees. We need some flowers. We need some fish and some coral. We need all kinds of good stuff. In other words, it's time for another field trip. Did you know that coral cannot be exploded? Stone can and sand can, but turns out coral can't. I didn't know that. But fortunately for me, I got lucky and found a silk touch book in one of those pyramids I looted. Otherwise, I'd be fishing for one. Alrighty, so we got a little bit of a bee thingy bob going on, bee operation going on, and our coral shrunk. Oh, wrong one. This one. Got a little bit of this going on. I'm not sure about the number of. Hold on, that's annoying. Hurry up. So you see, I'm trying to make a video here. Yeah, thank you. Got a I think we could have gone with a few more coral fans. But it lights up pretty well overnight. Maybe some more fish. I don't know. It's kind of one of those deals where you kind of try it a little bit and then you mess around with it some more and try a little bit and mess with it more. But the cool thing is it's active and it looks really cool at night. But I still need a way across, so that means I need some lily pads. And of course, I don't have any lily pads in my inventory, which means another field trip. Okay, you know how you start a project and you're really excited about it, and then you make a lot of progress, and then somehow life kind of gets in the way, and the next thing you know, it's been like 6 weeks since you did anything, and can you see where I'm going with this? What do you say we take a look-see around? Wow, look at all this, huh? We've been making some progress, and I've been having a whole lot of fun with it. But yeah, look at this. Isn't this awesome? This is way, way, way different than what it was before. We got a little bit of garden stuff going on here. Let's see. Yeah, hasn't finished yet. Could put some bone meal on it. Got some of this. We got some of that. Look at those guys. Man, these guys are a nuisance. I don't know why they spawn here so much. But yeah, we had a blast. This was a whole lot of fun. And the funny thing is that it's like, I'm really not finished. I could just keep going, you know? I could keep going, go. Ah, this looks so much better. And it doesn't look too bad from the air either. Look at this. Isn't this awesome? Oop, through the wall. You know what? Let's try some shaders. Oh, look at that. Boy, these shaders are awesome. The trees are moving just slightly. We're in a dark depression here, so you've got a little bit of shadow, right? And then we come around here. Look at this. Isn't that awesome? A little too much fog for my liking. I probably should have set that a little differently. But this is straight out of the box. Oh my goodness. Isn't that awesome? Talk about immersion. Look at that shadow crossing across the ground. Yeah, this is amazing. And of course, it's a functioning iron farm. Ta-da! Boing, boing. And I missed. Doesn't that look just awesome? And all of it done without a single piece of diamond tooling. I'm not really sure this would constitute as early game. But then again, if you have only one enchantment and no diamond tooling to speak of, I don't see how you couldn't call it early game, right? We never slayed the dragon. We never did anything. In the very least, it's a testament as to what you can do with just early game tooling. In other words, it's not about the enchantments. It's about the vision. And maybe a little bit of patience. Thanks so much for coming with me on this journey. I really had a good time with this. This was an absolute blast. Clearly, this would be constituted as overkill, but what's wrong with overkill? If you found value from this visual escapade, then please consider giving me a thumbs up, or better yet, subscribe, because that's always appreciated. And remember, guys, when you're building a world, find a way to treasure the process and build it your way. Thanks for watching, everybody.